Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you like. This is just a quick video on if you bought, well, pretty much anyone, but if, I can only speak for the model I got. I got a video on the Mastercraft MIG welder. I'm using this right now. I just ran out. I'm fixing an old, well, it's a cheap chair, but sometimes when you ain't got a lot to do, you don't mind spending a little bit of time fixing something, even if it is cheap. I'm trying to get this. There you go. Alright, so you see that. But you can keep that in the hole for now, because you don't want it unwinding, and you want it to feed this way. You don't want to put it on because it's going to feed over. You want it to feed under. Alright, so you put it on there like that, and then you got these. So this goes on next. Now you can put it on this way, but I usually puts it on this way because it gives you more adjustment with the put the spring on, and then you tighten this down. Don't cross thread it. You got to put pressure inward and turn it. I'm trying to do this, stay out of your way. So you don't want it. Let me get down here amongst the. You don't want it too tight, so if you tighten this up, too much, and this is not going to turn very well. So I usually have this almost right out to the end. And to be honest with you, that screw, or not the screw, but the spring, I really believe that it's too tight. I might even cut one coil off of the spring there. But anyway, I'm not, hopefully not in your way. You just take the wire here. Now, I should have had my cutters here. But be careful. Don't let go of this wire because it will uncoil on you. So there's a tube here. You'll put it through the tube, and you will. When you get to the wheel here, you got to correspond to the groove, to the wire that you're using. There's two grooves on here. I'm using 0.35, so I got it in that groove. If not, you can unscrew this knob here. It just goes, and then you turn it and pull it out and flip your wheel. But mine is set up for that, so I'm going to put it in there. Don't let go of the wire yet, or you'll be sorry. And you will just clean off any debris, and you got to put it in the hole like that. My eyes are terrible, so but you'll put it in there, and I usually go push it in until, you can almost push it right through to the end if you wanted, right? But that's going pretty freely there. So you just put this lever down, and you loosen this up and put this over top. Now this is your tension. So, if you got it too loose, you'll know. If you can just put it in and out, no problems. It's too loose, but because then when you go with the gun and you're welding, it's not, and you're pushing up against the metal, you know, it'll stop. You'll get a pop, 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 like that. That's not the only reason you'll get that, but I usually tightens it down right to it stops, and then I go 1, 2, 3, and I usually go. Make sure there's no kinks in your tubing here, like going towards your gun. Right? And there she be. Right? So what happens is, if you got it too loose and you're welding, can you see where I am here on the... So if you're welding, right, you see, you know, it can't push it through. So when you're welding, you'll get that, right? It'll stop. Then, and if you don't want it too tight, I'm not going to show you because it can cause a mess. But if you got it too tight and you're welding, it will keep pushing the wire. And if you say it, you know, sometimes you'll bead a stick, and it will keep going. And inside here, in your hose, it'll kink up, and it just keeps going. Or sometimes it can kink, you know, right here. It gives you a bird's nest sometimes. So you don't want it too tight either. All right. You want to put it down and just not tight, but as if you were welding. See, now that's too loose because it stopped. Put it down. You know, pretend you're welding. And that's perfect. That's because I'm pushing a little more than you would welding, because you don't push, right, necessarily. But yeah. So that's fine for me right there. Okay, folks, I hope that helps. Too tight, not too loose. You got to have the Goldilocks little in between there, you know, the perfect setting. And you don't want this too tight either. So that's all, folks. If you're just bought a MIG welder and it's your first time loading the wire, good luck. It's a lot of fun if you you know, just welding up the odds and ends. Anyway, thanks, guys.